Marc Thiessen is a Fox News contributor and joins us now. We saw the frustration with this spill out on the Senate floor yesterday. John Thune, the Senate Majority Leader, who's usually pretty reserved and a calm guy, kind of lost it on the Democrats. Watch here.
SNAP recipients shouldn't go without food. People should be getting paid in this country. And we've tried to do that 13 times. And you voted no 13 times. This isn't a political game. These are real people's lives that we're talking about.
Maybe a bit of political theater in there, but I've never seen Thune go off like that.
Yeah, he doesn't do political theater that way. He was really mad. And I'll tell you, he's right. The House has passed a clean spending bill, which continues funding the government at Biden spending levels. Right? And while they can discuss other things, and the Senate has passed it 13 times, approved. Republicans have voted for it 13 times, and the Democrats are killing it. One of the things that in politics is if you're the party out of power that just got routed in the last election, you want to make yourself more popular, not less. You want to find ways to ingratiate yourself with the American people. Shutting down the government, cutting off paychecks for 750,000 Americans, cutting off paychecks for the military, cutting off paychecks for TSA, cutting off paychecks, SNAP benefits for people is probably not the smartest way to win the hearts and minds of the American people.
So Senator Cortez Masto, Democrat, has voted to open the government 13 times.
Yep.
It was expected they were going to try it a 14th time today, but they called that off. She was asked about it. Here's what she says. Listen here.
There is the will among senators on both sides of the aisle to do something, but the leadership's getting in the way. And the one person that needs to be at the table is Donald Trump, because Speaker Johnson and Leader Thune will not do one thing unless he says and tells them what to do.
Well, the president will be back in Washington, D.C. within the next little while. What do you think the president
It's not his job to do this. This is Congress's job to fund the government. It's not Donald Trump's. First of all, you can't negotiate with terrorists, right? It's the same with hostage taking. The Democrats have taken the federal government hostage. They've taken SNAP recipients hostage. They've taken TSA workers hostage. All these people hostage. And if you negotiate with them, then every time there's a continuing resolution that comes up, they're going to take another hostage in order to get something for, because as they say, it's their only leverage. So why would you get what you can't give in to that kind of hostage taking? The president has said that we'll talk about health care after the government is open. And I think the Washington Post editorial board is 100% correct.
So there's a couple of deadlines that may be active here. There's November 1st. That's when the SNAP benefits run out. It'll also be a full day that the military hasn't received pay unless they do something in the next 24 hours to do that. It's also the beginning of open enrollment for many people. Yeah. That's when the premiums are likely to increase. And then there's the idea of the Tuesday election, that the Democrats aren't going to fold before the Tuesday election. But there does seem to be growing pressure on them, that they see a light at the end of the tunnel, but it's an oncoming train. Because here's what the Hill wrote. The conviction that Americans are now aware that Republicans declined to extend health insurance subsidies and the fear that consequences of the shutdown are about to get dramatically worse have Democratic senators looking for a face-saving exit from the standoff over the next week. Do you think after Tuesday there's going to be a big change of heart?
Well, everybody said that a couple of weeks ago too, and it didn't happen.
But there were no real deadlines.
But you know, here's the thing: right now they haven't had to pay a price because the government has been running on fumes. Like people were still getting their paychecks. Things were happening. Now the fumes are running out, and now the real pain starts. And so, are you better off waiting for people to get really hurt by the shutdown, or are you better off stopping it now before the real pain starts happening and people blame you for it? So I think the sooner they do it, the better for them, because the outcome's going to be the same no matter what. They're going to have to capitulate. So it's a question of, do you do it now or later?
I mean, the American Federation of Government Employees said to the Democrats, sign this CR, but they don't seem to be listening to the unions. I don't know who they're listening.
It's a 2-minute decision, the press for coffee.
Mark, great to see you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.